Does anybody have any recommendations on where to post internships online? I know Genesis Internships is a great resource. Is Hire Mizzou Tigers appropriate for internships as well?
Yes.
If you're looking for a business intern, I would do it within the business school because we have some students who want to go to Hire Mizzou Tigers.
Across campus at the University of Missouri, pretty much every school has their own career services. And then we have a central location, Hire Mizzou Tigers. So also if you're trying to target a journalism student, there is a career services specialist with journalism that will circulate your information. And we also have within all of career services at the University of Missouri, there is a form that they created and they share information among themselves as well. So sometimes if you get it to one person, it will circulate around. But Hire Mizzou Tigers is the only central one. But I think accessing the schools is a good idea.
At Columbia College, we have a system too called CCNet that's free of charge for employers. You can just send us a job description, or we can register the employer to reach all of our students. When we get that job description too, we email faculty directly, interested students directly, and post it throughout campus. We also have an evening campus and then 35 nationwide sites too. So if you're looking at St. Louis, Kansas City, Jefferson City, if you have businesses out there, we can reach out to those campuses.
I said one thing I would add to that, and our schools doesn't cost either to post, and I'm not sure, I would think that's probably typical. But one of the problems it can be is you might get frustrated that nobody applies. Because if there is not name recognition, and if they're not desperate, they may not apply. So you've got to have something there that makes it sound really appealing. So I would be very creative in the title, maybe brand manager intern, or just don't put intern because that's not going to say anything. I would also be very concise and write bullets, and very at the top the most aggressive bullets in terms of the exciting responsibilities you're going to have. You might even ask the career services folks or even an appropriate faculty member for feedback on developing your internship. We have a lot of people who can come to us, but there are times when we're not as inundated. The more people you get in front of, the more of us, for example, I teach classes of students, seniors, and so I would be looking, if I know it's a great internship, I'll say, hey, Joe, why don't you apply to this? And so the more of us that are looking out for you, the more likely you're going to have people apply. So I think you need to, for those with smaller companies, and I think you need to do a little more than just post. You're going to have good applicants, or any applicants, and sometimes we'll have frustration when nobody will apply.
I think a good way is connect with usually career services will have a Facebook profile, and so if you have a Facebook profile for a business, connect with us, and then we can share that Facebook post, and obviously that you have to go where the students are and each other all.
And I would say just being vocal about the fact that you guys are offering an internship in general. So for example, I was talking to an old professor of mine that said if I ever need someone, I can send him basically what I'm needing, and he'll go through his students and try basically pair me up with someone he thinks would be a good fit. So just getting it out there that you have something available and someone may know a good fit. And like in this particular case, I wasn't needing anybody at the time, but one of my clients was, so I referred them to him, and they were able to help them out.
So don't underestimate students. I mean, once you get a good intern, tell them to go out and tell all their friends. I mean, a lot of times they belong to orgs or fraternities or sororities, and they can circulate on your behalf. And so a lot of times I think students spread the word about great internships more so than they get from media and other outlets. So definitely tell them to spread the word.